Welcome, guys, to We Don't Know Ball, where we plot premeditated murder behind the scenes. So, again, welcome, guys, to Basketball Edition. Our
What did he say?
good guest. What did he say? It's been Retro. It's Justin and our good friend Gunnar here from Post Patrol. Again, regularly on the show more than Retro at this point. Never a dead meme. Never a dead meme.
That's really just, holy cow. Talk about beating a dead horse. Goodness gracious.
Literally, you're a dead horse. Anyways.
Move on.
Mind you, hey, Justin, before we do start, I'll mind you, Retro sleeps in his room at 55 degrees. You know how fucking crazy that is?
I don't understand the problem with this, bro.
I mean, it's
That's why you have
bad. I mean, that's pretty cold, I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I'm saying. Anyway.
Bro, that's why you have blankets, bro.
It explains why your
blankets.
Johnson is so small, though.
Yeah, you would think.
Anyways, before we get into everything, before we rip off the Band-Aid of what happened last week, basically live, and give our reactions to that, how is everybody doing this past week?
Mad chilling, except there was like tornado weather. But outside of that, I'm good.
I'll rip the Band-Aid. Cat's out of the bag. I got a haircut. Just kidding.
I got a haircut.
Anyway.
Looks good, Justin.
I'm great. This weather's been fucking terrible. It's been blowing power in and out in my area for a while now. We got about 2.5 feet of snow. I'm living La Vida fucking Loca in Wisconsin right now. Anybody in a warm climate got an extra room that wants me to come and cook for them, I'm so fucking in.
Right here.
Fucking hate it here.
Gunnar, how you doing?
Oh, we're just having the ups and downs, the normal.
You go through ups and Retro is downs.
Retro's always up.
Anyway.
Otherwise, good.
They hate when he's up, but they can't hate when he's down because he's never down.
Well, speaking of hating, let's just rip the Band-Aid off. Bams 83, the ethical talk. What is ethical and what is not ethical in the NBA? So, people who watched us live last week and watched the episode, basically, right before recording, we had to postpone us for like 30 minutes, and Retro, Justin, and myself had to kind of just sit there and decompress because of Bams 83. And funny enough,
I was having a mental breakdown.
Yeah, that was a crazy moment.
That was crazy. And there's been a lot of talks what happened in that game, specifically in the fourth quarter. So in the totality of the game, I'll start with Gunnar and we'll work our way through Retro and Justin through this. What is the significance of the 83-point game to you? What is ethical? What is not ethical? And should we appreciate Bams 83?
So, with me, right, I don't care if it was ethical, unethical, so on and so forth with that conversation myself. I'm just happy because I didn't get to really watch Kobe's 81 in real time myself. I wasn't into basketball at that time. I was only 4 years old, and I've gone back and watched the game myself, and it's very impressive what he did. I understand with the shooting splits, it's way better than what Bam did. But at the same time, just being able to watch Bam be able to do that and in real time is still insane. This is how I view it. I'm just happy I get to witness and appreciate the greatness that I'm seeing before me. That's all I care about with it. This doesn't hurt Kobe's legacy like people say. It's not the main focal point of Kobe's legacy as a player. So, and sure, this does help Bam in all-time talks, but at the same time, it's not going to move him, 100 and something spots up all time?
You don't have him over Tim Duncan after this?
Fuck no.
On the TikTok.
Fuck no. When I hear that stuff, I just laugh and I move on because Kobe's legacy is going to be what he did on the court with his championships in total, how he was as a player. We're not just looking at the 81-point game. We're also looking at the off-the-court stuff with him in general, how with his foundations and all that. This doesn't hurt Kobe at all. So that's just my view on it.
I mean, truthfully, I just think Kobe fans are coping. You know, you want to talk about like an ethical game or whatever. He had a lot of free throws. What are you supposed to do when you got 4 people on you every possession draping over your shoulders? You're just supposed to like not do anything. You're supposed to like just pass the ball away, just not move. I don't know. Like if you're going up for a shot and you have 4 people on top of you, guess what? You're gonna get fouled. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Honestly, to me, it's just more impressive the amount of free throws he hit. That man's that he was locked in at the free throw line. A lot of people, I guess, just want to demonize the free throw. It's not like he was like intentionally like foul baiting or something. Like again, he's got people all over it. It's stupid to call it an unethical game, especially because people that are talking about this game, especially from the Kobe camp, conveniently leave out the fact that when Kobe is up in like the 70s, they're up by like 15, and they could have taken him out, and they probably still would have won that game, and instead they choose to keep him in. And you know, like no one calls that game unethical. I think they only want to say it because they want to diminish what Bam did to put their GOAT on a higher pedestal. But if you feel that threatened by Bam Adebayo, maybe you should attach yourself to a different player. That would be my suggestion. If you feel the need to break down Bam Adebayo because you're worried about your GOAT, then maybe it's time to switch to a different guy. The way I view it, this is completely ethical basketball. If anything, it's actually more ethical, the fact that he was getting draped over and still had the ability to hit the shots that he did at the consistent rate in which he did it. I literally think the only reason why this is even a topic of conversation is because of straight cope. And we know it's cope, not just from Kobe fans, but the LA Lakers fan base in general, because when they announced it, at the Lakers game, that Bam had done that, the entire stadium booed. Because no one wants to see their glorious king knocked down. And like I said, to me, this was a fantastic game. It was a display of greatness. There is nothing else to call this but a display of greatness. I agree with Gunnar. This isn't going to like radically like change or it shouldn't change your opinion on Bam Adebayo radically. Doesn't mean that Bam Adebayo is this like world beater now. But it was a fantastic performance. It will be celebrated, I think, for in NBA history. I think that it'll take like maybe a decade because all of the people that are like Kobe Glazers are gonna like try to keep this hate going. But I think eventually, when all the dust settles and all the hate like clears down and no one cares about that anymore, they'll look back in the record books and it'll still be there. It'll stand tall for the rest of time. So as far as that's concerned, I just give my congratulations to Bam, and it's perfectly ethical to me.
Justin.
Okay, so there's a lot of things I heard that I agree with, and a lot of things I heard I disagree with. Retro, you called this a spectacular performance. No, it was not. It was an act of God, is what it was. Because Bam Adebayo is dog shit, will continue to be dog shit. I have no affiliation to being a Kobe Glazer, but I will also double down that Bam Adebayo is still the second best center on his team. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Just because you shoot 50 shots and 40-some free throws does not make you good at basketball. It just means for a night you were the best shooter in the league. Congratulations. Bam Adebayo, one of the basketball players of all time. That's what he is. This does not generationally move Bam up anywhere. This does not put him in talks with anybody like a Tim Duncan. Bro, this doesn't even put him in conversations with
Ray Allen.
Dude. Not even close to it. This doesn't even put Bam up near like LaMarcus Aldridge. Like he's nowhere near somebody like that. So like, why are we overglazing this dude who for one night had a good game? Do we have to bring up the Joel Embiid 70? Do we have to bring up the Devin Booker 70? What are we doing? Stop over evaluating players because they had one good game.
No one brings up the Joel Embiid 70. Like
No,
have you
that's
noticed
because
that?
the media tried to bury it because of who he scored 70 on.
Well, and
And that's part of it, but I think more is just the fact that it's like, and I'll let you go. It's more the fact that it's like, oh well, Joel Embiid scored 70, but he's playing bad lately, so who cares? But as far as Bam, it's like, oh well, he scored 13 more points, so because of that, boom, it's time to put him in.
And here's the thing: do you guys know who the happiest person is that Bam scored 83 points?
Asia Wilson.
Nope. Jalen Rose, because now Jalen Rose
That's true.
on the most points
That's true. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Shout out to Asia Wilson. She was one of the happiest people.
My thing
she
is,
probably had to do all the work that night. That man was gas.
You know what's funny? Because Asia has the most points in the WNBA game, and now Bam has the second most. So he definitely scored 100 that night. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, so their kid may crack the top 75 of big men all time.
Jules, how many did she score in a game?
50.
No.
All right.
NBA, love it.
All right. I think it was like 56. It's either 56 or 54 or something like that.
It's near 60.
Yeah. My things with it is rewatching the game because me and Gunnar were watching our teams respectively play each other at the same time on TikTok Live, and we were cheering for our respective teams. And there was people who were basically funneling in saying like, Bam had 31 at the end of the first quarter. That's great. Bam had 43 at the end of the first half. Oh, he's on track for like 60. That's an awesome game from Bam. Yeah. And at the end of three quarters, he had 63 or 61 or something like that. So originally, I thought, okay, he's going to go beat LeBron's record, who's the franchise leader in the points, which is fantastic. And mind you, again, no LeBron fan was saying, like, you can't go ethically, you have to go and sit down and not take LeBron's record. It's all the Kobe fans. So then in the fourth quarter, I will not defend what happened in the fourth quarter because there was a lot of intentional fouling to give extra possessions to Bam. That is where a lot of the conversation.
Real quick, can I, for 1 second, I just want to point out as well, this was not Bam's doing. You can actually see a clip of him during the game screaming at his teammates not to intentional foul.
Right.
Bam was like very, very specific. He didn't want his night to be tarnished, and he was not asking for that.
Correct. I will say, through three quarters, I think that was an all-time great performance because Wizards. Why don't you go and try to double team him when he has 31 in the first and 43 at the half? Why do you then start in the middle of the fourth quarter to start to not only double, not only triple, but quadruple team him? Why does it take 4 quarters to that goes on Brian Keefe. Like that's awful. And then more notably, I know people shit on Bam, but I add this to now my litmus test when I talk to other basketball fans, and regardless, this is what I usually use. How do you feel about Rudy Gobert's defense? How do you feel about him as a player? If you don't think he's good, whatever. Draymond Green, if you feel like he's a good player, if you think he's valuable, cool. But if you don't, fail the litmus test. How do you feel about Bam's 83-point game? This now adds to my litmus test because if you fail all three of those, in my opinion, I can have a good, honest conversation about you. Because again, I think through three quarters, in rewatching that game, that was fantastic basketball. Again, I agree with Justin. Like, he was the best shooter for one night in the NBA. Like, we can't overglaze one game and now put him on these pedestals. This is not how NBA conversations
Especially when
work.
scoring 83 brings your league average to 20 points.
Yeah,
that was the funniest part, honestly.
That was the funniest part. Now he's a legitimate 20-10 guy. Scoring 83 points put him a full point into 20-10 conversations.
Hey, listen, it's cool because he's going to play like 3 or 4 more games. It'll go right back under 20 per game.
Well, you know, it's funny because after that, like, what in the conversations with Bam this year, with myself and Gunnar having these conversations, Bam has not had a good individual, like, shooting season. And why it goes into frame, while me and Justin have both agreed that Khalil Ware is probably still the better center. He has the higher ceiling because how we've talked about it many times. Eric Spoelstra being the Mike Tomlin and just how he runs that offense now with no screens and just dribble, drive and go, drive and kick and all this kind of stuff. But with Bam, I think it's since the start or his last 10 games, he has not scored anything less than 20, and he has not had any rebounding games less than 8, which is a complete, that's great. It's just not, efficient. We're all just living in this life of you have to score efficiently. But Bam's giving you at least 20 points throughout the last 10 games, which is great. I just think for the totality of this conversation of the game, appreciate what happened, because a lot of people like Gunnar, like people who are young, weren't able to watch Kobe's game, so they're going to appreciate their 80-point game. But don't put him in these conversations just because of one game. That's irresponsible. And Justin,
you can put him in LeBron conversations if you wish to.
Fuck off.
Otherwise, no other convos.
I just find it very disappointing that the NBA community has to belittle what is happening currently to uplift the past, and act like the people before the people we watched weren't doing the same thing. And I've been very adamant about that this past week, is that there's been a history of belittling the current product from the 2010s to the 2000s, 90s, and so forth. There's been people of the past to be like, well, I was playing fucking 48 minutes a game. These guys are playing fucking 35. They couldn't hold a jockstrap to us.
Having watched this before, keep in mind, this is coming from a guy in Jules who was one of the biggest defenders of past eras of basketball. And even Jules can understand the reality of, man, we need to stop hating on the current product, just because even if you think the glory days of the NBA was the 80s or the 90s or the 70s, whatever it be the case, right? It doesn't mean you have to hate on modern NBA just because it's not the glory days. I feel like people gotta stop stuck in that.
It gets very agitating because it's just how conversations go forward, of just the belittlement of whenever it is. Because I remember this shit happening in the early 2010s and the late aughts about how the game's being played now. Now that the small ball implication of the lineups of the Miami Heat and so on and so forth, it's so agitating. But
and also at that point, it's if you're gonna hate that much on the current product, do you even really enjoy basketball? Why are you even having conversations about basketball if you just don't like it? You're just here to hate.
That's what I mean.
Sometimes I ask myself.
I'll give you an example. I won't drop names, but there was people that I had conversations with in a group chat on my platform on TikTok, and Gunnar was in that same conversation with a whole bunch of people, and there's a person that legitimately said, if you went to this Heat and Wizards game, you don't love NBA basketball. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, dog, there was a damn near a sold-out crowd between the Indiana Pacers and the Sacramento Kings, because whoever lost was officially eliminated from playoff chances, even though they're both really bad teams. Yeah. And the fact that was almost a sold-out crowd for two teams that have a combined 31 wins, and it's almost a sold-out crowd, they love NBA basketball, not that person who said that. That's the reality. I get so agitated by that. But moving swiftly on, I do believe outside the Bam there is a decent amount of stuff that did happen last week. Most notably, within the same day, speaking of the Spurs and the Celtics, that game was supposed to be a really, really good game. However, and Gunnar, please correct me if I'm wrong, middle of the second quarter, Jaylen Brown is on a dribble drive, a PNR situation, and he's driving on the right wing, and he does get pushed, but not in the sense of physical force. He kind of, I think, exacerbates it a little bit, and gets a technical foul from the referees, and he continues to draw off and gets his second tech, gets thrown out of the game. 4 minutes pass after he gets hurt. He goes on Twitter and he says, "This is the shit that I'm talking about."
It's not 4 minutes.
Is it more or is it less?
It's less.
It's less? That's insane. But
The
in
JP
terms
Bams.
of the actual question I want to ask is, both teams are definitely good, and the Celtics, I think, rank either last or second last in free throw attempts outside of Jaylen Brown. Is this a type of game to where you want to see all stars healthy and not have anything like that kind of happen, regardless of the team? Like, do the refs implement themselves a little bit too much in games?
In every sport.
Retro, what do you think? In every sport.
Yeah, I mean, that's... I think that it's actually just kind of become a thing generally among sports fans. We all agree the refs get involved too much at every possible level. I don't know, man. The way that I see it is just, I feel like referees should let players win games. Because the last thing that you want to see is to see a referee win a game for a team. Because then there it comes with all these implications of like, okay, well, this team had a fraudulent win because the ref won them the game, and this team doesn't really deserve to be where they're at, or whatever be the case. To me, it just feels like the referees, like in every sport, just get way too involved. And my personal opinion is, because they're on national television, they want to be seen. Oh, hi, Mom, I'm on national TV. Look at me ruining the chances of a team to win the game. Thanks. And they get autographs from the players and whatever, but dude, I hate refs. I just think they get involved way too much. I think that, and also, that also might be on account of the fact there are too many rules in certain sports. Like in basketball, there's so many rules you have to follow, and it's like, I don't know, maybe if you loosened up a little bit on, I don't know, there's quite a few things you probably loosen up a little bit on dribble rules, maybe a little bit more hand checking and stuff like that. I don't know, at least, like, I don't know, for me it just feels like you should make it a little bit more accessible. That's all.
Justin?
I'm sorry, did you just say loosen up on dribble rules?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because these motherfucking God-gifted athletes out here already don't travel, carry, illegally screen. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? I understand there's a lot of rules, but do you know how many rules that don't get called versus what actually gets called? I'm on Jaylen Brown's side 100%. The refs have no idea what the fuck they are doing. But they don't know what calls are what. They don't know what a hand check is. They don't know what a hard foul is. They don't know what an illegal screen is. Hell, at this point, I'm convinced they don't even know what offensive interference is, because the amount of balls that are put back into the hoop that are still on the rim and don't get called is unbelievable. So, no, I completely agree. Officials have too much power and too much leeway for not knowing the fucking rules. That's what pisses me off. Jaylen Brown is wholeheartedly able to speak his mind, and honestly, fuck the NBA if they fine him for this, because somebody's got to say.
I was gonna say,
it was a $35K fine.
Good, I'll pay it for him if I had the money, because he needs to fucking.
You got 35K
something.
You got 35K like that, bro.
But that's the thing. Somebody needs to say something. You can't be a commissioner of a fucking sport and sit here and watch these officials that you're paying money to ruin the game that we want to watch. Basketball's already in a dog shit spot as far as watchability, so why are we going to ruin it more?
Well, the problem is you already know that the league is going to side with the rules 100% of the time.
I agreed, and before I get it to you, Gunnar, I will say I do, and again, coming from a Spurs fan, I do think there are certain teams in the NBA that do get a lot of rope. I think San Antonio's in there. I do think that OKC's in there. I think that Detroit's in there. Notably, the more physical teams who are better in their conferences get a lot of that slack. Boston doesn't get a lot of that slack because they get no calls whatsoever. And I'm totally in agreement with that. This instance, again, I do think that Jaylen Brown exacerbated a little bit, but in the totality of the conversation about Boston not getting calls, I think that holds true. What do you think?
I'm with that. Jaylen Brown was partially in the right. I'll say that. Because with JB, I do think it was a foul, but it's also one of those calls that I can see being a no call easily. And I understand why he was mouthing off at the ref, and that's when he gets his first technical. However, this is where I have to go against JB. You don't go after the fucking ref after you get that first tech. What are you doing? Why are you trying to fight a man? Why is the Celtics security and coaching staff having to hold you the fuck back? And, like, they're physically, like, pulling him towards the fucking locker room.
He looked like beef stew on LeBron.
It was, to me, you know better than that as a player. This is what, your 10th season in the league?
Yeah.
And you're this star player for my Celtics? Come on, do better.
Well, actually, according to most people, the star player is back, so he's back to just.
Well, yeah, I agree with that too, but that's different. I don't think he's the star this year. But it then put us in a situation where we're having to rely on Jason Tatum after coming back from injury to be this scorer, which he looked decent at times as a scorer on that floor. The issue is that he can't carry the whole load yet like he's able to do in the past. So I think this would have been a great game if JB didn't have that double tap. With that, going into that, it's interesting because Boston has been one of the more physical teams since 22, I want to say. And that's based off of Ime and Joe and what they've done as coaches and implementing the defense. However, we've never really been a team that goes to the line a ton, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. But I see the other physical teams, go to the line like it's nothing, and it's like there's teams that I just don't think they should be getting those calls if my team's not getting those calls. But the refs are already lenient on the rules. So half the times I don't even think they know what they're reffing. And this goes with every single team that I've watched this year. Even the fucking Wizards. The Wizards, they're not getting calls at times that I'm like, that's a clear foul, or they're clearly carrying the ball. So if the refs don't care, why should I care?
That's fair. Like I said, I'm trying to take my bias out of it. I do think that San Antonio is a very physical team. Do I think it was a foul? Probably, but like Gunnar said, I'm good with the no calls. Yeah, like I'm cool with the no call. Again, these are two fans of the two different teams that are playing against each other, and we're meeting at a common ground. So I'm glad that we're there together. Next topic. Jesus Christ, I don't want to talk about this fraud ass fucking team. I'm not gonna lie. Your Los Angeles Lakers 6-game win streak. I'm so depressed about this. So let's just keep this a band and I'll just try to get this as quickly as possible because Jesus Christ. Luka and the Lakers are in a 6-game win streak. Luka and Austin Reeves are completely carrying this team, and I commend them for doing that. What is somewhat concerning, LeBron James, we all know, in high value minutes for those Lakers, don't really come out into victories. However, LeBron in limited spurts has been highly impactful for this Lakers team, and that is cool. But do we think now that this Lakers team is probably legitimately going to be a 3rd seed, that they can do anything. And again, this is a fraud fucking team. You guys see my expression. I don't feel it. I don't understand it. I love Luka, but this is still a heavily flawed team. Justin, what do you think?
What do I think? At this point, I actually hope they finish third. Because it'll be the greatest thing ever when Minnesota jumps the Nuggets and the Nuggets finish as the 6th seed, and they get absolutely dismantled by the bandsaw that is the Denver Nuggets in the playoffs. That would be phenomenal. Congratulations, you're a 3 seed, you just got 4-0'd. Bye. Who cares? I am so over the Luka carry this team thing. You guys know I love Austin Reeves and I love what he's doing. It's unfortunate that he plays for a dog shit franchise like the Lakers, a dog shit fan base like the Lakers. Basically, just bad people are fans of LA teams. Like it's like LA is the new Philly and Boston. Yeah, I'm talking about you two. Anyway, no, LeBron's a bum. Luka is carrying. Reeves is carrying. Outside of those three, nobody, and I mean nobody, is giving you consistently valuable minutes. Who cares? Luka's a first half merchant. AR picks up for it. I can't anymore. This team is fraudulently 3rd seed because this year in sports has been the weirdest year in sports there could possibly be.
And before we get to Gunner and Retro, what people have been using as of late within the past 48 hours is that their defense has ramped up the past 6 weeks.
Luka still ain't playing.
Okay. I agree. I agree 100%.
Luka still ain't playing any, so what does it matter?
Wrong.
Their team defense is elevated, but Luka still ain't playing defense. That's like if you told me that the Knicks defense got better. Well, you know damn well that Cat and Brunson ain't playing any, so it's the same fucking thing. These guys that are effective guards that can score the ball do not play two-way basketball. That is what has been lost in this game in the last couple of years. The guys that you think are megastar point guards do not play very good two-way unless your name is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gunner?
Justin, I disagree a little bit with non-valuable minutes with players. I think there's one guy that has, when he's on the court with Luka, other than Reeves, is providing very valuable minutes, and that's Jackson Hayes. I hate saying that because I'm not a believer in Jackson Hayes. However, he's the only one, when you look at their offense in total and just watch the games, that he's moving on the court and playing to Luka's play style. But that's the only one.
Luka's got his hand up his ass and can move him around like a puppet. That's the only reason he looks good. Yeah,
But you get what I'm getting at, though. I mean, it's true. However, the Lakers are fucking frauds. This is just a fucking fact. And I'm not even going with the Nuggets route. I think because we found out that Anthony Edwards is now out for 2 weeks, I think this is Minnesota. Minnesota starts to drop a bit, and they're going to face Minnesota in the first round. And I can't wait for Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves to kick their fucking ass.
You misspoke there. With Ant out, that means that they're going to play the Phoenix Suns as the 6th seed.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit. That's better for fucking narratives.
I just hate the fact of your conversation.
You hate the fact of what conversation? That all of your teams suck?
Just that the Lakers live completely unnecessary, but anyway.
Love Luka. Fuck the
Lakers.
Lakers.
Suns, like, your team's going nowhere. Anyways, as far as the Lakers are concerned...
Hold on. Record check. Let's take a look here. Oh, 39 and 29? Hold on, I have to scroll down to find the Bulls. Hold on.
I would actually rather be a team with a lottery pick than in the Suns' position, because they're going to get to the playoffs.
No, I'll win this year because everyone's fighting for it this year. I'll wait till there's teams that are disqualified from it for next season, so I can get into it.
Bingo. Yes. Now, that being said, The Lakers they're just frauds. You guys already said
Fucking
it.
Adam
Frauds.
Silver.
They're relying on a Luka and AR masterclass in order to keep themselves barely winning games. They beat the Nuggets by 2? They beat the Rockets by 8. I mean, it's not like this team is like overly impressive in their wins. They're just barely squeaking by, and that's off of Luka playing off of his mind and AR doing the same. If they were able, they would have to be superhuman to keep up this pace. And as just for that, saying that to
Luka
finish my
is
point,
superhuman, so
he is, but I don't know if they can continue that. And to finish my point, looking at the Western Conference, in a 7-game series, they get beat by the Thunder, the Spurs, the Rockets, the Nuggets, the Timberwolves, the Suns, and I'd even take the Clippers in 7. That's one.
Oh shit, that's a good one.
he's not wrong.
I think Kawhi
That
alone.
might be your first correct take in like
That's-
3
that
weeks.
might-
I'm
that's a
so
good take.
proud of you.
Kawhi
That's a
alone.
good take.
I think Kawhi alone would dismantle the entire Los Angeles Lakers.
It's fair.
He'd play Luka and drop 50 a game.
Yeah, literally just throw him on Luka and have him score 30. Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Again, shout out to Luca. You've been, carrying this team, but like, again, I'm just not in any predicament where I can see you guys. Like, again, you might be able to be out if your best case scenario is getting out of the first round just to get dismantled by either OKC or San Antonio. That's your best bet. Like, it's just not going to happen. Gunner kind of spoiled it, but Anthony Edwards is now out for 2 weeks. No, you're good. It's out for 2 weeks, and that basically puts Minnesota literally into the playoffs with no Anthony Edwards, and they've now fallen to a 6 seed. And Justin, I agree. There's a possibility we see a world where Phoenix can go and overtake Minnesota, and Minnesota becomes a play-in team. Even though it's not severe, it is 2 weeks, and the fact that you have a possibility of being in a play-in instead of a play-off. Minnesota and Anthony Edwards haven't been there since Anthony Edwards has been Timberwolves. It's always been the playoffs. So
we can jump to
my question.
We can make the Nuggets and the Wolves out of this.
So, in all honesty, like, do we think that Minnesota is basically done for the year now that Anthony Edwards is have to come back and get the rust off basically like that? Retro, do you think Minnesota is basically done?
I mean, yeah, Ant is as good as he is. It's going to be really hard to deal with that. You're already 68 games through the year. I feel like, even if they are basically done, they'll probably tread water. You win a few games here, a few games there. You do what you can until he gets back. And even when he gets back, like you said, he's going to shake the rust off. That's what's happening with the Celtics and Tatum right now. He's got to shake his rust off. And unlike the Celtics, the Timberwolves have nowhere deep as a roster. So as far as that's concerned, yeah, probably. That being said, though, I don't think they're going to, collapse. I don't think they're just going to, fold in on themselves. I think that they'll be able to hold their own. I do think this Timberwolves roster is solid. I do think it'll obviously affect them. But again, I don't think they'll stoop to a level as poverty as, say, the Lakers, for instance.
Can I ask you what makes you think that? Because they're losing their best scorer, best playmaker, best defender, what part of you thinks that Minnesota is a good team outside of Anthony Edwards?
Well, it's not necessarily that they are an amazing team, although I do think they have great pieces. I think that, to me, it's just more the fact that I think it's one of the biggest things in sports that gets very underlooked is the intangible of a winning culture on a team. That is something that it gets very, very underlooked, and the Timberwolves win. They haven't been a winning culture in the past, obviously, but as of recent, the Timberwolves are winning at a very high clip. You're seeing them in the playoffs. That is what they do.
Well, who on this team is a winner? That's kind of what I want to get from you. Who on this team is a winner?
I don't think it's about who specifically. It's a team effort. Basketball is a team sport. I think that as a team, they have a good culture that backs them and will give them the ability.
Yes, the culture of Mike Conley, Julius Randle, and Rudy Gobert without Ant on the floor is a needle mover.
Bro, I'm not saying it's a needle mover. I'm saying they can tread water. I'm saying that if they are out in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean and they have to tread water or sink, I think they can tread water.
I think they got a better shot at being swallowed by a whale.
Dustin, go. I mean, you have the floor.
That's all I got. Minnesota without Ant is a nobody. If they can't stay afloat, if they can't go even, I don't know, 1 out of 4 games for the rest of the way, they might be out of a playoff picture completely. So I'm not moved by it.
Interesting. I disagree with the Anthony Edwards as their number 1 playmaker myself. I don't think he's their best playmaker.
It's Rudy Gobert.
Give me the offensive hub and Julius fucking Randle as their playmaker. That man's been so good playing out of the post himself just to create for others. And he's playing a point forward role, which he's been doing for the past since he's a New York Knick. The issue is when it comes down to it, is like we've been going at. Are they able to stay afloat with this team without him? I don't know. You're gonna have to ask a lot out of Jaden McDaniels as a scorer. And he's just been inconsistent. This one game he'll go off for 25 to 30 points, and then the next he just is a below 10 scorer. However, to be fair to McDaniels, he's been able to, when Ant's off the court, he's been able to be more of a consistent scorer. I think they will stay afloat and stay at that 6 seed. But this West could be a bloodbath, and I can definitely see Phoenix overtaking them, where they're playing, where they're just going to have another Pat Bev celebration with Anthony Edwards, even though Pat Bev's retired.
Yeah, no, I see a world because right now Minnesota is 2 games above Phoenix. I could see, and even though I know Phoenix has been 500, basically damn near the past week, I could see Phoenix be able to overtake them because it's 2 games separating them. So if Phoenix goes on a streak and Minnesota is treading water, by definition, Phoenix can overtake. And that serves a very interesting spot for Minnesota because, again, Anthony Edwards basically having to come back. They'll probably have to force him back earlier than expected for a play-in opportunity if this happens against the Clippers, which, again, Minnesota, I think, is a talented team. I think they'll easily get a 7 seed if that happens. But then that posed the question of, like, how Anthony Edwards is going to play against one of these top-end teams if he is hurt, and do these teams take advantage? And that could easily be the case. So we'll wait and see. I know me and Justin have been out on Minnesota for most of the year, and I think this kind of solidifies the nail in the coffin for me. Sadly for Minnesota, because I like Ant, but I just think Minnesota with Chris Finch and what they've been doing mostly has been lackluster, and I just don't see a case where, and if this is how the season ends, it's just very, very sad for Minnesota after making back-to-back Western Conference Finals, and now you're just going to kind of walk off in the sunset of this is how it ends for the year. Kind of sucky. For the East, though, couple of these teams that are find kind of interesting, and it's funny because it's most of the play-in teams, and it's not Charlotte. The 3 teams that I want to talk about are the Orlando Magic, Miami Heat, and I can't believe I'm saying this, the hottest team in the NBA right now, your Atlanta Hawks, who are 10-0 in their last 10, and still, funny enough, an 8th seed after being 10-0. That's hilarious. To preface this before I start to ask the questions, I'm a big believer in a thing called Mickey Mouse March, where a lot of these lower end teams historically have gone on these kind of March runs in early April, and they start to do some damage in the playoffs, and it looks like the 3 teams out of the East are what I just named. Who is the best team out of these 3 that can come out if they do all end up being in the play-in? And what team scares you out of the bottom end of the Eastern Conference that can maybe win a series or win a couple games? That is not the Charlotte Hornets of the obvious answer. And Gunnar, we can start with you.
Oh, I go push my Orlando Magic narratives. That's been the team I've been saying any top team in the East right now. If you get matched up, you should be a little bit afraid of. I've been saying this as Paulo Banchero has finally figured out that, hey, I'm not Carmelo Anthony. I'm more like LeBron James and going to the rim and being that playmaker going to the rim. Desmond Bane's been heating up even before. This has been going on since February, if I'm correct. They just are able to win more in March. But I'm seeing them be able to push these top teams in the league to close enough games that I'm like they could easily pull off an upset in the playoffs come time. The only thing that worries me is if, and it's a big if because it could happen, Paulo Banchero believes he is more like Carmelo Anthony than LeBron James again. That's what kills me.
I mean, you know, as far as the Hawks are concerned, it is pretty funny. I remember Justin talking about how he thought the KD thing might motivate the Rockets. And funnily enough, I wonder if this Atlanta team is bolstered because their star guy and the guy that represented basically their whole team dipped on him, and he was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done here. This is a lost cause. And I wonder if that maybe infused some life into this Hawks team. But that being said, I don't think they can do any really serious damage. I'm actually on Gunner's side here. I've always been a huge Paolo Banchero believer. I think Paolo Banchero is absurdly talented. And I agree that I hate it when I see a player that is so clearly built for paint play try to play outside the paint. This is actually one of my frustrations with Wemby because no matter how good Wemby is, and he is fantastic, if that guy was like a seriously elite post player, he could get big on people and do that kind of thing. It would literally be unstoppable. There's nothing anybody could do about it. And I just feel like once Banchero started tapping back into that post bag, I agree. It's been so much better. So I'm with Gunner. I think this Magic team makes serious noise if Banchero just continues to stick to that pressing you in the paint type of play style, especially because, and you brought this up, Desmond Bane, I remember talking about this trade. I think we talked about this, or the acquisition of the We Don't Know Ball podcast. I think we did, right, guys? Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that almost all of us unanimously agreed that it wasn't a needle mover. And Desmond Bane has really surprised. Like, Desmond Bane has been, like, that guy for the Magic. He's been consistent. He's been really good. And I agree with you, Gunnar. I think that Desmond Bane, Banchero, and the rest of this Magic team can make a decent run. I agree.
Okay, so I just want to be clear. I actually did say Desmond Bane was a needle mover because I actually do like Desmond Bane's game and like the Magic's game going into the
We'll pull the footage.
You can pull footage. However, I'm not sold on any of the 5 through 9 seed doing literally anything in the playoffs. So, short, sweet, and to the point, Jules said not to bring them up. The only team that I believe in out of the bottom of the East is the Charlotte Hornets.
I don't know. It is the East. I mean, in the East, the Magic have a shot. It's the East. You
well,
never know.
And I don't mean too hard, but I mean on Orlando. I'm not saying Orlando's going to get out of the first round. However, I do believe they can push a team 2-6 maybe 7 games. I paused for a reason.
Yeah, Retro didn't.
Yeah. But like this team in general, it has just been on fire, and it's even been before March, and which I understand Mickey Mouse March. I do think it's a thing too, but I can't say it is with this Orlando team just based off what I'm seeing and how they're playing against these teams.
I agree with Gunnar. I think literally that the Magic and Charlotte are probably the only 2 teams that are in the bottom half of the East that can push it to a 5 or a 6 game series. These other teams are just not built for the playoffs and will crumble against the top level teams.
I agree.
I guess to play to play the most devil's advocate, because even though we all know the objective solution, and until that happens, I think that they can make some noise if they do make out of the play-in, because I do think they'll probably be a 7th seed. Is if you're able to just unlock the front court of Ware and Bam against whoever they come out against either Boston or they come out against Detroit. They have the defensive motors. They have the high-paced offense, and it's just very reliant on having to hit your shots and be able to be conducive of shutting down the possession battle on the opposite end. And Eric Spoelstra just needs to start relying on Khalil Ware, because in this game today, they just got blew out by 30. But guess what? Khalil Ware had 7 shots, and you had Tyler Hero in. And even though Tyler Hero is the better player, I'll absolutely say that, getting less opportunities for Khalil Ware when Bam Adebayo is out is a recipe for disaster, because he gave you 7 points and 8 rebounds on 7 attempts. That's not necessarily good when you have literally no other center on there. You need to involve him in your actions. And again, I will say this till the day I die. If you're putting these two together, that is probably a top 3 defensive front court in the NBA, and that gives you a whole but bigger advantage against an East where it's still up for grabs.
I'll actually even give this. I'll throw this take in the water. I'm so confident in the Hornets' offense. I think they could bring any of the teams in the East to 7 games, and I'm not even sure that they wouldn't beat a lot of these teams. I actually could 100% see a scenario in which they beat the Pistons because Cade Cunningham's inconsistency bites him in the ass, and then Charlotte's offense just comes after him. I could 100% see a scenario where they take out a fraudulent team like the Knicks. There is no question I could see it happening.
Is there 100% you could see Charlotte play Cleveland in the Eastern Conference Final?
That would be a beautiful day.
That'd be nasty.
I don't want.
That would be cool, but that'd be nasty.
I don't want
Cleveland. On Knipple in 7.
Charlotte franchise of all time.
Charlotte goes to the championship in 7 games.
Dude,
and then they win the championship.
And then they win the championship against OKC.
No, dude.
Yeah, now we're getting somewhere.
Justin is like a big Con guy, and I'm a huge LaMelo guy, and it like intersects.
I like LaMelo too. I have 3 pairs of his shoes and 2 of his jerseys.
There you go. And I like Con too. I'm winning Rookie of the Year.
And just a side note, Cade Cunningham got injured in today's game against the Wizards. He had back spasms, only played 5 minutes. However, another 30-piece by another center against the Wizards. Real fucking funny. Wizards, you suck. Just wanted to throw it out there.
Until next year.
Next year.
Next year when they are a 6 to 8 seed somewhere.
Do we get to talk about Giannis's first real injury of the year?
I was gonna say, do you want to talk about that?
It seems like all these other ones have been ticky-tacky. I'm gonna sit out, I'm gonna this, and then he has the last one where it's like, I'm gonna be out the rest of the year to rest so I can get traded in the offseason. Comes back, actually disgustingly hyperextends the back of his. That one hurt to watch a little bit. That one made me sick to my stomach. Reevaluated in a week is insane. A guy like him who is now just, I guess, becoming an injury-prone player. If these are all real injuries, they're not. Just, I guess, thoughts and prayers to Giannis, and I hope the Bucks actually get the value they should have in the offseason last year for him this coming offseason.
Well, to be honest with you, at this point, I don't think that they will.
No, they'll get a
now you're going through
bag of chips and free soda in the clubhouse.
Literally.
I don't think they trade him.
I don't think that they trade him, but if they do, and they do trade him, they're not getting that same value.
They should trade him to Chicago for Luka's son, Miles Buzelis.
Uh-oh. Hey, mind you, really quickly, Retro, that Trey Jones guy, that Trey Jones guy that I told you about, still outperforming Josh Giddey. You're welcome.
Not even close, Ed.
Yes.
Not even close is crazy.
As far as that goes, they give us a first-round pick, too, and that's a deal.
No future for you.
I like how the finger went up when I just called him Luka's son, because he literally just pissed off Luka, and it was ballgame from that moment.
If they give me Giannis and a first for Modest, I might consider it. Two firsts, and I do it. Sure.
You would need an injury-prone and a first round for an overrated guy. I understand.
No, I said I'd consider it 2 firsts, and I think I might be good.
Yeah, so they could trade a 6th round pick, and that'd be it.
You got to give me 2 firsts and Giannis.
A 6th round pick, yes. Known 6 rounds of the NBA.
It's trading the future of the Chicago Bulls is a tough ask. But
when the Bulls don't have a future to trade, that's the difference.
We'll see what we do.
The last thing that I do want to talk about, funny enough, because we do talk about the first half. Well, actually, I'll phrase it like this: the third of the Achilles trio, and Jason Tatum came back a couple weeks ago. We talked about that. The middle child of the Achilles trio came back this past week. DeJounte Murray came back.
Yep.
And very silently, he's been really fucking good for that Pelicans team.
It's not hard to look good in the middle of dog shit, but I understand.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
However, he's not turning over the ball as much. He's actually taking good jump shots where DeJounte Murray, not known as a jump shooting guy, he's shooting at a pretty decent clip. I think I might be changing my Jazz pick for next year, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm buying a lot of this stock in the Pelicans, and this is not because of Zion. I hate Zion. Fuck Zion.
Why can't we buy stock in both? And then because the Jazz
you can only have one good thing. You can only have one good thing at a time.
Yeah, it's only one good thing.
I'm buying stock in the Utah Jazz and Derek Queen only.
So you're buying stock into a franchise and a player. I like your thinking.
Exactly. I'm trying to get Derek Queen to come to Utah.
Wow, they need 15 centers? It's the opposite of Bulls.
Yeah, we can play basketball. They can't.
Please do me a favor and enjoy that, first round.
When you don't get a top 5 pick this year or next year, and then you're disqualified from getting one,
enjoy the lottery pick. We'll enjoy the lottery pick, and we'll get our generational
retro. Just enjoy your 8-game win streak at the beginning of the season next year, and that's it.
You get nobody good.
Oh, the 4 pick? Dude, oh my gosh. Caleb Wilson, Yaxel Lendeborg. Oh, dude, the options would be endless with a 4 pick.
Then they'll realize that they have to play for Chicago, so they'll just play another year in college.
Yeah.
Oh, then they'll realize they get to play for Chicago, and then they'll come even faster. Pause.
No, they'll just think they're Patrick Williams.
Listen, you can just say what you want about Patrick Williams. I'll be getting my generational talent in a couple.
He's
going to be Jabari Parker.
Okay, that's nasty. Just so I throw it out there, in the 8 games that DeJounte Murray has been back and playing legitimate minutes off of his minutes restriction, outside the minutes restriction games, he's actually giving you 23, 4 and 5 on 53, 34, and 82 splits. again, small sample size, but very noticeably on Twitter, when Tatum came back, both Murray and Halliburton supported Tatum. Murray did the same thing. Tatum and Hallie did the same thing, and hopefully once Hallie comes back, who I'm calling the youngest brother, which I do think he is objectively. I think he's like 23. Yeah, basically that they do the same thing. But I'm very, very happy that DeJounte Murray's back. Even though the Pelicans do suck as an organization, I hate them. If you guys want to go see what I said, go check out Post Patrol with Gunner, because I go in on that shit. But I think that the Pelicans have something, but the fact that they weren't able to build around them at the trade deadline or just blow it up is dramatic. But shout out to DeJounte Murray. Have done great so far. Ultimately, this second half, these next 13 games, I'll be watching very close. But with that was kind of like the spiel for the basketball stuff. Gunner said he has some games. No. I'm sorry, March Madness. Yeah, no one cares. Anyway.
Fuck.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as everybody knows, it is March. And that being said, the first round is coming up. We already have a couple of the first 4 games. 2 were played today. 2 will be played tomorrow. And shout out Howard for making it in over UMBC. But that being said, we're going to just go ahead. We're going to quickly go through each of the games in the bracket in the round of 64. And when I say quickly, I mean as quick as I possibly can, because there are quite a few. So, and I'll get everybody's prediction, and it doesn't have to be anything too long. But so for the first game in the East, it's 1 seed Duke versus 16 seed Siena.
Duke.
No question. Next game is a popular upset pick, 8 seed Ohio State versus 9 seed TCU. A lot of people are picking TCU to upset Ohio State. I don't know why. OSU has Bruce Thornton. He's averaging 20 a game, and they're just a better team than me. I'm taking OSU.
Ohio.
TCU.
Fair enough. In the next game, we got St. John's 5 seed versus a 12 seed Northern Iowa. I mean, it's St. John's with Rick Pitino. Give me a break.
Give me Northern Iowa. Yeah, Rick Pitino's ass.
They always have to win one game, build the hopes of their fans, and then lose in the second round.
Yeah, fuck Rick Pitino. So
the next game, I guess Rick Pitino hate is popular.
Look.
Yeah.
For the next team, that's fair enough. We've got 4 seed Kansas versus 13 seed Cal Baptist, so Darren Peterson will be able to play against Cal Baptist in the first game.
He's literally 15 minutes.
Creatures.
Literally.
Yeah.
Telling him to actually stop load managing.
I mean, I'll pick Kansas, but they haven't been good since Andrew Wiggins was there, so.
Uh-oh.
They weren't even good when he was there, I'm not going to lie.
They were nation.
Oh, fuck it. Give me Kansas.
Yeah. Next game is 6 seed Louisville versus 11 seed South Florida. This has been another very popular upset pick. Again, I don't know why Louisville just does everything better at basketball, so I don't really understand it. But South Florida has won 10 straight games, so they are hot coming into this tournament.
Fuck Lamar, give me South Florida.
Yeah, give me South Florida.
Lamar.
Yeah, I'm taking Louisville as well. Next game is 3 seed Michigan State versus 14 seed North Dakota State. So Tom Izzo is.
Oh, but
North Dakota State.
But it's NDSU.
Give me North Dakota.
It's NDSU. Damn it! All right. Well, I gotta take it.
I believe in Carson Wentz.
I'm gonna take Izzo as much as I hate Draymond Green.
And then we've got UCLA versus UCF. This has been another popular upset pick. I actually can't comprehend this. UCF is not good at basketball. Give me UCLA.
UCLA.
UCLA. I'm a funny man.
And then the next game, and this kind of goes into Gunner's persuasion, is we have 2 seed UConn versus 15 seed Furman. I'm taking UConn. It's UConn, bro. Come on.
Give me the hometown,
UConn
baby.
and the Meteor.
Yeah. Honestly,
the Meteor might make back a lot of performances.
I hate both teams for different reasons. So
give me UConn.
Yeah, UConn. Cool.
Yeah, fair enough. In the South, 1 seed Florida versus 16 seed between two teams that have yet to play against each other in the play-in. It's going to be Florida.
Good. It's Florida.
No, it's gonna be the 16 seed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You're looking for Lehigh, huh? All right, word. The next round is 8 seed Clemson versus 9 seed Iowa. This is a very popular upset pick. I'm going to go with the 9 seed Iowa. I think they're better than Clemson.
Iowa.
I'll take Iowa strictly just because I hate Clemson in football.
I'm gonna go Iowa.
All right. The next game is 5 seed Vanderbilt versus 12 seed McNeese. I guess like every year people look to McNeese as an upset pick, and every year they disappoint me. So I'm gonna take 5 seed Vanderbilt.
Vandy.
That's fine.
Just like Kyle Pitts. Give me McNeese.
All right. Amir Oricon, shout out to bro. He's back again this year, by the way. Justin?
I'm not picking McNeese. They're a bracket buster every year.
Yeah, that's completely fair. The next game, you've got 4 seed Nebraska versus 13 seed Troy. I've seen some people say it's an upset pick. No, it's not, bro. I get Nebraska are frauds, but they're not going out in the first round.
Last year, I Ubered during the tournament when they were in Milwaukee. I picked up a kid that played on Troy. Give me Troy.
Okay.
W Troy.
Can it be Troy Bolton?
Cool as shit now.
Can it be Troy
Yeah,
Bolton?
that is cool.
That's
Gunner, who you got?
Give me Troy.
Fair enough. All right.
The small
next
city
game
that
is
held out the Greeks for as long as possible until Little Horse was their downfall.
So the next game is 6 seed North Carolina, a blue blood, versus 11 seed VCU. VCU is probably the most popular upset pick in the tournament, and for good reasons. I think they're actually better in metrics than UNC is, and they're both the Rams. But that being said, I'm still going to take UNC. I just can't see them losing in the first round.
I will not take North Carolina because they haven't been the same team since Roy left. They fucking suck. They can lose in the first round. Sorry.
VCU because Caleb Wilson went down.
Okay.
VCU.
Word. Yeah, it's completely fair. The next round, you have 3 seed Illinois versus 14 seed Penn. I'm going to take Illinois, but Penn is a popular upset pick.
Page's kid's phenomenal.
Give me Penn.
Nah, Page's kid's on Illinois, bro. He's going to go crazy.
Oh, is this kid there?
I'm pretty sure his kid is still there, right?
I don't even know.
What is it?
The next game, you now have 7 seed St. Mary's versus 10 seed Texas A&M. I think most people are consensus on St. Mary's. A&M shouldn't actually probably even be in the tournament. They're just an SEC team, so they get glazed. I'm picking St. Mary's.
I'm taking St. Mary's.
Okay.
I'll take St. Mary's. And yes, the answer is Andrei Stojakovic does still play for Illinois. He's played
Never mind. I'm changing to Illinois for
because
that.
He played at Stanford, and then Cal, and then now he's at Illinois.
I didn't realize that.
I knew he switched schools. I just didn't get down to a game this year.
The last game in this region is 2 seed Houston versus 15 seed Idaho. I don't even think I'd really have to say anything.
Houston to the moon for the first time ever.
Yeah. In the west side of the bracket, number 1 seed Arizona versus 16 seed Long Island Sharks.
The team that will be playing Duke in the final, Arizona.
Philippine till I die.
The team that will be facing UConn in the final. Give me the Long Island Sharks, baby.
Yeah, I like that out of you.
Shanghai Sharks.
Next one, we have the 8 seed Villanova versus a 9 seed Utah State. This is another very popular upset pick. I tend to agree. I'm picking Utah State. Villanova's fallen off a cliff since their coach left. I'm taking Utah State.
That's true. Utah.
Villanova, Villanova being from the area has not been the same since he left. I completely agree. But Utah State.
Utah State.
Utah.
All right. The next game, this is another very popular upset pick that I am giving into. 5-seed Wisconsin versus 12-seed High Point. I think High Point's going to win this game. If you want to know every tournament, there's like a white guy that can shoot that breaks your bracket.
Oh, that's who they got.
High Point has a guy on their team named Chase Johnston who has taken 4 twos the entire year and missed every single one. He only shoots threes. That is all he does. It is going to be.
Yeah,
Give me High Point.
Yeah, so Wisconsin's going to win one game and then get bounced because they are fraudulent as somebody who lives here.
High Point.
Okay. Yeah. Next game is going to be 6-seed BYU and AJ Dabonsa versus whoever wins between Texas and NC State. I don't really think it matters. Give me BYU.
Give me the hometown kid from Massachusetts, BYU.
Word.
Throwing up the horns.
So if NC State wins, you're taking NC State? Okay. Heard. All right. Let's see. Gonzaga, 3-seed Gonzaga versus 14-seed Kennesaw State. Shout out Kennesaw State for even making the tournament, but Gonzaga.
No, for sure. Kennesaw State. Gonzaga has been fraudulent for fucking ever.
Gonzaga. Hold on. Gonzaga usually is the first exit team, anyways, right?
Yeah, they're the most fraudulent March Madness team ever.
This year, they did lose to the University of Portland in the regular season.
What is Kennesaw State's mascot?
I think it's like a raider or something.
Yeah, Kennesaw State. That's better.
Let me see. Oh no, it's not. It's an owl. It is Scrappy the owl. That is their.
Yeah. So Aura, give me the owl.
Yeah, the owl. You want Scrappy? Scrappy the owl.
Yeah,
I'm all in on the owl.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Fair enough.
Fuck Gonzaga.
Next matchup, you've got 7-seed Miami, Florida versus 10-seed Missouri. I'm taking Miami. I think Miami's. But Missouri is the upset pick. I disagree.
Carson Beck's a scrub and the Cavenders don't play for their women's team anymore. Give me the other way.
Give me Missouri, I guess. That one's interesting to me.
Yeah, I'm taking Miami on that one. And then you've got 2-seed Purdue versus 15-seed Queens, North Carolina. Shout out to them for making the tournament.
The actual best team from North Carolina.
Yeah.
Give me Queens.
Give me Queens, North Carolina.
Yeah, give me Queens, North Carolina.
There have been 2 teams in the history of March Madness to lose to a 16 seed as a 1 seed, UVA and Purdue. So if anybody's capable of it, it's Purdue. And then moving on to
3 seed this year?
They are, yes.
So it's softer competition to lose to in the first round?
Yeah. Moving on to the last region. We've got 1-seed Michigan versus 16-seed Howard.
Wait, let Jules go first.
Howard to the moon.
Look.
Michigan's gonna win, but I really hope Howard wins.
No.
I hope so.
Michigan sucks. Yaxel's a fraud.
Justin and Gunnar, where are
we? I'm taking Michigan because don't they have a dude who's got like a 43-inch vertical on their team?
I mean, they've got freaks everywhere.
Yeah, their athletics are a bit. Jules, you would love this team if they didn't play for Michigan. I promise you.
That's true.
It's a good thing that Michigan's never produced any good basketball players in the history of that.
True, or football players, or anything ever. Actually,
literally.
What
for AJ Barner?
What?
Yeah, they haven't produced any good basketball players in the history of ever.
No, but Retro said football players.
Yeah,
they haven't done that either.
Who's their mascot? JJ McCarthy?
Uh-oh.
Did you say
moving on.
Did you say ever or a certain amount of time?
Ever. Never. No Michigan player ever.
All right.
Michigan sucks.
TB12 is crazy.
Next matchup. Joe Montana better. 8-seed Georgia versus 9-seed.
And that's Retro's last words he'll ever speak on the weekend.
It's out the mud, guys. It's out the mud.
8-seed Georgia versus 9-seed St. Louis. St. Louis is by far the upset pick, and they should be. I think they're actually better than Georgia at every single metric of basketball. And Georgia can't shoot threes for anything. I'm taking
they don't have Anthony Edwards anymore. Give me St. Louis.
Yeah, St. Louis.
Georgia.
Okay, fair enough. The next one is another popular upset pick. 5 seed Texas Tech versus 12 seed Akron. I am taking Akron. I think Akron is actually better than Texas Tech.
Who's from Akron?
Ohio's a dog shit
Ron.
state. They've never produced any basketball players ever. They're just a bunch of bums. Give me Texas Tech.
Give me Akron.
Jules, so you got Akron, Gunner.
Give me the Tech, but not because of Ohio.
All right. Next matchup is 4 seed Alabama versus 13 seed Hofstra. I'm taking Alabama.
What in the
shout
fuck did you say is the 13th seed?
I'm taking
Hofstra.
Hofstra.
They play in New York.
Real college. Yes.
Give me
they-
Hofstra.
They actually, they were one of the first colleges to hit me up about academic scholarships. So shout out Hofstra. I appreciate you.
Yep.
Great. Stick to academics.
It
Next.
will be Alabama though. Yeah. Gunner, who you got?
Give me Hoff.
All right, Justin, you got Hofstra or Alabama?
They should stick to academics. Give me the cousin. Never mind, I'm not going to finish that. Anyway,
That's
Alabama.
So this one is a little weird. So we have 6 seed Tennessee versus the winner of the 11 seed play-in game between SMU and Miami, Ohio. Now, Miami, Ohio is 31-1. Like they're low key a sleeper. And SMU's decent. But I personally think Tennessee beats whoever makes it in regardless, but Miami, Ohio could 100%.
Yeah, give me
make it.
Miami, Ohio, the best team in Ohio.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah. Gunner.
Give me Miami, Ohio, just because it's Miami, but in Ohio.
And keep in mind, Miami, Ohio still has to play SMU to get in, but this is
Either way, I'll take
We're
SMU or
still
Miami, Ohio.
Okay, fair enough. The next matchup is my 3 seed Virginia going up against the 14 seed Wright State, who I had to look up because I had no idea that was a college.
You say White State?
Wright State.
Oh,
WRIGHT.
Oh, Wright State. Wright State
White.
exists. That's like
Okay, can we say this in unison? Can we say this in unison?
Yes.
3.
1, 2, 3.
Right.
Right State.
Virginia.
Wright State, baby.
Give me the Who's, baby. Wahoo wah.
Just add. I just want Wright State to win and add to Retro's mediocre fucking sports year.
No, shitty teams.
I will say it is very possible because we have lost to 13 and 14 seeds in Ohio. And
The highlight
and
of
we lost-
Retro's year will be the U.S. hockey winning a gold medal, and he doesn't even watch hockey.
That was a
crazy.
great. Or us winning the baseball.
Yeah,
game.
we're
That
down
would be good.
2-0 in the bottom of the 8th right now.
Okay,
Yep.
well, next one is going to be 7 seed Kentucky versus 10 seed Santa Clara. This is another very popular upset pick. Kentucky just has not really been getting it done that well in March as of like the last decade. I'm taking Santa Clara.
I'm taking Kentucky. I think it's the first round. One game and then
One and done.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's what I was thinking too with Kentucky.
Holy glaze.
Justin, who are you taking?
Taking
The
Kentucky.
city where they like to do the dance. Give me John Wall's alma mater, Kentucky.
And then the last game of the first round, we've got 2 seed Iowa State versus 15 seed Tennessee State.
Give me them Cyclones.
Yeah, I'm taking the Cyclones.
Cyclones.
Mainly just because they have a really cool name.
And we will be back next week for the round of 32, and that is all for the
We
March
will
Madness.
only do the round of 32 if UVA wins, because then Retro won't want to talk about it.
If UVA loses, you won't see me for the next month.
Oh, I'll be filling in as the real host.
Yeah.
You already
you
do
can,
that.
You can fill in and do what you have to do. I will be in a corner somewhere.
So Gunnar, the games.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
I'm terrified.
I'm gonna give you guys 2 teams that you do not know off the top of your
Not
head.
this shit again. All right.
Any team, they're not championship teams. Yeah, right. Justin, you played this. This
Yeah.
was fun. I'll just give you records, and you got for if they're in the playoffs or if they're not in the playoffs, just regular season, and you can ask questions from there.
I'm gonna have to type these out to see this. 1 second. I don't want to keep
Anyways.
saying what the record is 100 times.
So the first one I have. Hold on, just make sure. Yeah.
All right, my page doesn't want to load. Cool. I guess I'm using my phone.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Team A. 1963 regular season, fellas. What questions you got on Team A?
Is this the Charlotte Bobcats at any point in their career?
No.
19.
1963. Who's their leading scorer?
Leading scorer is giving you. We'll just round up to 18.
Are they the Bullets by any chance?
No. I'm doing post 2000.
Oh, okay.
1963 is like generationally bad.
At 18 a game?
18 a game. I can give you off his full-on PRA and efficiency if you want.
No. Except 18 a game.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
I have a couple names off the top of my head.
Oh no. Oh no.
What?
I just know a certain team that fits into, 19 and 63, and you have a really shitty smile on your face, so oh no.
This is fun.
Oh no.
What are you guys? You guys got any more questions?
Yeah, can I just throw a guess at the fucking wall?
No, yeah.
No,
yeah, we have to go. We have to go through everything.
I don't have to if I know the team because Gunner's a dick.
There's multiple teams who was 19 and 63. It's not just one, bro. I'm telling you.
Okay, I'll ask a question. Is this the 18-19 season?
No, it is not.
Thank God.
19 and 63. With a leading scorer only giving you 18 a game?
18 a game. I mean, you can ask more questions.
How long was the leading scorer on this team?
That's a great question. Hold on.
Retro. Bryce Harper just hit a 2-run
Oh,
shot
we got
the 8th to tie it. We're tied.
W.
My buddy just texted me from Philly. He's going graduate.
We're filming a
This
podcast.
is
Crazy.
3, 6, 7 years.
7 years on this team. He was
Did this superstar get traded, or did this superstar?
I don't know if he is a superstar.
No, I think he is.
Wait, okay. Gunner, is this guy considered a superstar?
Fuck no.
Okay. So
No, it's crazy.
Oh no.
wait, okay,
This
hold on.
completely changes
Is he even considered an all-star?
I don't think he's ever an all-star in his career.
Okay, so this is like, alright.
Yeah,
all right.
he's never an all-star.
The way Gunner said "fuck no," I immediately thought, "Is this Kyrie Irving?"
So their leading scorer is like poverty, and he was on this team for 7 years.
I'll give you this. This guy, their leading scorer, plays 79 games.
That's consistent.
Is their leading scorer a guard?
No.
No, he's
No.
not.
No.
So to be clear, he's not like a wing. Does he play in the front court? Like
He is a front court player, yeah.
Okay. All right.
So he's not is he? Well, is he a center?
What?
He is not a center.
Okay.
So he's a power forward. All right.
He's a small forward or power
So
forward.
Power forward giving you 18 a game, and he's like poverty. He's like poverty. He's or not poverty, but not even all-star. Like he's just like a good role player.
I'll give
7
you,
years on the
I can give you more. I mean, this year I wouldn't even consider their number one scorer their best player.
What was their record the year before?
Year before, that's a great question. Year before, there's 34 and 48.
And did they?
Still not great.
Where did they finish in their conference that year?
Okay. The year they went 34.
Yes.
Hold up. So. Oh, this is still by division. Got it. But they are. We'll say there's 5 teams worse than them, and there's another team tied for
Okay, and
sixth with them.
and then my last question before I go detective it, what did they do the year after?
Stand by while I bring that back up. Year after, they are 18-64.
Holy fuck.
Okay. Did this team is this team like still around today or like okay?
Wait,
I'm
what
just
do you mean by the team?
Like okay, let's say it was the Supersonics and today they're the Thunder.
Yes, this team is still around today.
Okay, and there was no rebrands or anything with like the name or
No name change. I'm pretty sure it's just the logo.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
Logo's still similar, but
Can I ask you, are you guys okay if I ask if I think I know the team?
We gotta wait. We usually wait until like the other team is said, and then we usually guess.
would you guys like to move on to the next team?
I mean, I think so.
All right.
I need to
Next team.
pencil down what team I think this is.
I'll let you guys pencil it in.
I don't know
quick,
what
and then I'll.
So wait, is this an entirely different team that now we're guessing as well? Okay, so we have to do 2 of these. Okay.
Yes, this is a different whole. Yeah, and which team are you picking?
So I think
between the 2.
I think that's that. I just don't know what year it is.
All right. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
21-61 regular season.
How much was their lead scorer putting up?
Their lead scorer will round up 18 a game.
Yikes. Okay, was their lead scorer ever considered a superstar?
Superstar might be a stretch.
So their lead scorer was good, though. He was really good at some point in his. How long was he on this team?
A good amount of years. Let me pull up the exact amount, though. 6, 7, 8 years.
8 years.
I like Retro's question he asked before. Is this team still around or rebranded at all?
They were rebranded.
Supersonics, potentially?
They were rebranded?
They were rebranded.
Supersonics, potentially.
Am I allowed to ask like what conference they play in? Is that legal?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Is this an East team?
It is an East team.
So, wait. Unless I'm mistaken, there's only 2 East teams that have rebranded in that amount of time. That would be the Nets and the Hornets.
Okay, yeah, that tracks. And he said that their player would be considered. It could be Jason Kidd, right?
I don't know if we're going that far back. He could say it could be the Hornets with LaMelo Ball. He couldn't consider him a superstar. He'd say it's a stretch.
That's true. It could be. But
or it could
well actually, but he said he was like right on the level, and he said he played with him for
I wouldn't consider people in Charlotte would consider him a superstar. I wouldn't.
How many years has LaMelo been in the league?
Wait. Did you hear that? He said people in Charlotte would consider him a superstar. I wouldn't. He plays for Charlotte.
That's a fuck up on my end. Yeah.
God damn it.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
All right.
You're welcome.
Bang. So who would that be? Would that be who would that be? trying to think of the because he's a big, right?
No, he's not a big.
No, it's no.
Okay,
It's
so it's a different person.
their star would have been Miles Bridges.
Good thing that they
Considered
have-
a superstar by
Good
Charlotte.
thing I said 8 years.
Is he considered a superstar by Charlotte? I was gonna say
By Charlotte
Good
levels,
thing-
I would assume so, and I'm pretty sure LaMelo hasn't been there 8 years.
Well, like you said, 8 years. I don't know who.
I mean, I know this. I know that Charlotte. Like I've talked to people from Charlotte, they would consider him a
Wait a minute.
superstar.
Wait. Kemba Walker was on the Hornets.
I don't think at this time. I think I know.
It's Kemba.
I think I know this one.
I'm almost certain it's Kemba.
I don't have the year for the first one, but I'm pretty sure
the
I have
player
the
a
year
point
for the
guard?
second one.
Is the
All right.
player a point guard, Gunner?
Yes.
It's Kemba.
It's not.
It is 100% Kemba. I guarantee you.
Is it?
Definitely.
Yes, it's Kemba. Yeah.
Damn.
I'm for certain. I'm for certain.
And by the
this
way,
team is set.
so he was drafted in 2011. So that means that it's going to be somewhere.
I was for
probably
certain this
post-
was the 23-24 Charlotte Hornets.
No, because he said the star player was there for 7 years. So Kemba tracks, but now you got to figure out which year it is. 18 a game.
Well, actually, wait, did we get the 18 a game for Kemba's stats? I thought we got the 18 a game.
Yeah, it was 18.
I also gave you 18 a game.
They were
18
both?
a game for.
They were both 18 a game.
So since we know that this is Charlotte, can I ask if the first team is a Cleveland Cavaliers team?
It is not a Cleveland Cavaliers team.
So this is my assumption. Because I know that Kemba, at one point was giving you 20 a lot. So if he's averaging 18, I'm assuming it's in the first few years I would say it's probably the first 5 years of his career. He's averaging 18. So somewhere between 2011 and 2016 would be my guess. I would say this Hornets team probably falls between there.
Would you guys like to take a guess on these teams?
Jules, do you want to run 2013 Hornets for that second team? I think it's either the 2012 or the 2013 Hornets.
I think it's 2013 because that's true.
We'll let you guys work together on this one. This one's I started off tough as can be.
Jules, you want to go 2013?
I think it's 2013.
Lock it in. Is it 2013 Hornets, Gunner?
It is, except it's not the Hornets. It's the Bobcats.
Oh, well, yeah.
What about Team A?
All right.
That's gonna be.
You said it's a forward that averages 18 a game.
Yep.
See,
Okay,
and that's
wait.
Would you like splits? I can give you splits, but I wouldn't consider him the best player.
because that's fucking me up. Because I have several
What
teams.
position
that
is their
fit the
best
criteria.
player?
I mean, their best player is the point guard.
And is he
Playmaker.
playing actively during this season?
Oh yeah.
Can I have the point guard's points and assists per game?
He's averaging 17 and 6.
Okay. So he's okay. All right.
I mean, I can give you accolades too.
Decent. That's decent.
Does he win
And
Rookie
you
of the
said-
Year?
They have. Yes.
All right.
Jules, who is it?
I might be cooking. I just have to figure out the year because the 17-6 kind of sounds like one
Uh-oh.
of my guys.
Venezuela just took the lead in the top of the ninth.
Oh, daggone.
Rip.
By Eugenio Suarez.
Go, by the way.
Shut up.
Let's go. Since 17-7 from their point guard.
17 and 6.
17-6.
Okay, wait. Can I ask? I'm gonna ask another question.
Yeah.
Did this point guard ever, at any point in their career, play for Milwaukee?
I don't know. I believe so, but I'm gonna check. Yes, he does.
Hold on. It's not one of my guys, is it?
I don't know who your guys are.
Jules, I'm thinking
One of your
it's
guys.
this sounds like Malcolm Brogdon.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Malcolm Brogdon averaged 15 points per game in his career, and I'm pretty
You
sure
said this
he had
was
a couple-
17 and 6 as a point guard, and he played in Milwaukee. At some point,
He
Is
plays
this
in
like
Milwaukee
Drew, is
at
this
some
like
point.
Drew
Yeah.
Bledsoe or something?
Hunter, is this true? Hunter, is this true?
Yeah, that's why I thought Malcolm Brogdon
Is
might
this
be,
Drew
because
Bledsoe
Malcolm
or Brandon
Brogdon does.
Knight?
No.
See, Malcolm Brogdon wins Rookie of the Year. He averages 15 a game. I kind of thought it might be him because I wonder if he ever had a season where
Well,
he's
then ask if it's Malcolm Brogdon.
Well, I guess I can just straight up. Is it Malcolm Brogdon?
No.
Okay. All right.
I'm just
So-
running down Bucks point guards now.
Gunnar, did this guy play for the Pacers at any point in time?
I guess I'm just gonna have to carry on. I don't believe he ever does. No, he does not.
Okay, yeah. Well, because Malcolm Brogdon played for the Bucks and Pacers, I just wanted.
I'll give you this.
He just said it wasn't Malcolm Brogdon.
I know. I wanted
Hold
to
on,
see how
hold on.
similar the guy
Retro.
was.
I'll give you. You know what? Just because I'm a kind guy, he plays for your Chicago Bulls at some point.
As a front court.
No. Well, I mean that guy does too. If I remember correctly.
Wait, hold on. So we have both of these guys?
Hold on. Let me just check.
And the guard is a rookie.
Oh
of
yeah,
the year.
this guy's. Yeah, they're both there at some point, just at different times.
And the guard is a rookie of the year?
Wait,
Yep.
did both players play for Milwaukee at one point? Not together?
That's a great question. Nope. The forward does not.
Okay.
I just want to be clear. Derrick Rose never at any point in time played for the Bucks.
No.
I don't think. Okay. All right. I just wanted to. Okay.
You're
You wouldn't think of their best player as a star player either.
Okay.
He was thought to be a star. At some
So
point.
the best player was kind of like a fake demon who was on Chicago, and their point guard was also on Chicago.
Their best
and
player was
a
their
rookie of
point
the year.
guard, and he played in Milwaukee at some point.
And he was also on Chicago and won Rookie of the Year. Who in God's green earth?
Think about
Was
your
he good?
rookie of
Was
the
he
years.
good on Chicago?
Was he good on Chicago?
Yeah,
I don't
like
think.
was he a solid player?
I don't think so. I mean, he's giving you fucking 7 a game.
Did he win the
Okay.
Rookie of the Year with Milwaukee?
No.
Didn't think so.
This guy, Michael Carter Williams.
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay, Jules. Okay, Jules.
As soon as you said that, I narrowed it down. So, and then then I think I found it out.
Okay, yeah, hit it.
It's 2014 Philly.
It is.
There you go. Well
And
played.
now we have to decide which team is better?
Yeah, which team? Which
That's
team you taking?
so gross. Prime process Sixers versus that fucking Bobcats team.
Yeah, give me Kemba.
I'm not gonna lie, that triple double in that game one, it might move me a lot. That might
Kemba
move me,
moves me all the time.
I mean, it was a near quadruple double, Jules.
and it was against LeBron.
Yep.
Kemba moves me all the time.
Uh,
Better than a guy like Kyrie Irving, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I think
I might take this process Sixers team.
I think I'm taking the Sixers.
Yeah,
I'm
that's so
moved.
gross.
Yeah, they're both
This is
fucking
so gross.
awful. But they're both fucking awful. But I think that Sixers team just shows more promise going forward.
oh.
Fun fact:
at those times.
Kemba had 3 triple doubles in his career. So
Great.
But did he have one against LeBron in his debut though?
he did not. I'm still
Yeah.
taking Kemba.
No.
Are you guys ready for the second batch?
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Team A is giving you 58-24 in the regular season. They go. Hold on, math. They go 15-6 in the playoffs.
21 games played in the playoffs. Okay, so that means that at the least they played 3 series. So at the least...
Watch this. Watch this. Don't do math. Gunner, what did they win the finals, and if not, when did they get eliminated?
They did not win the finals,
But
and
they
they got
made it.
eliminated in the finals.
Thanks.
Game 7. 15. Right?
What? 15,
15? Yeah, so it would be Game 7. It would be taken to a Game 7.
Yep, it's taken to Game 7.
Who was their best player?
I'm not telling you straight up who it
No,
was.
no.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Player A has what?
What was it?
You know, position. He's a center.
Okay.
I thought you were going to go the Tyrese Halliburton route for a second, and
I was ready
but,
for it
yeah.
too. What are the stats, Gunner?
18 and 10 in the regular season.
Oh, wait. He
Gunner.
went 53 games and 18 and 10 to Game 7?
18 and 10 regular season. 18 and 10 regular season. Would you like his postseason?
Yes, please.
All right. His postseason is 18 and 10.
Oh, okay. Well,
Is he
playoff,
the best player in the postseason for his team?
You motherfucker. I swear to God, if this is
No.
this team. No, I swear to God, if it's this team, I swear to fucking God.
Gotta be Tiago Splitter.
I swear to fucking God, if it's this team.
Is it Tiago Splitter?
Yeah, you're a piece of shit,
player.
Gunner. You're a piece of fucking shit.
Wait, is it
How
Tiago
dare
Splitter?
you? How dare you? How dare you? No, I already know this fucking team.
Is this Tim Duncan?
This is Tim Duncan.
Fuck.
I think you guys
Wait,
have
What's Tiago Splitter? Well,
I threw you guys off saying fucking center though, didn't I?
yo, because why did my brain go to Tiago Splitter, bro?
No, you said
That's
center because
actually-
he's a center.
Yeah, but that's crazy that I was actually right about the
All right,
center.
well,
Okay, well,
Jules knows Team A, so let's go to Team B.
Team B.
Jules!
that's so nasty.
Oh, 62-20 regular season.
Oh wow. Okay.
They go 9-6 in the playoffs.
Yikes.
Second round exits? Yikes. Third round exits? Am I drunk?
Well, wait, no, they played 15 games, so it would have to be third
round
What
exit.
do you guys want?
I want to know.
So
I want to know what their leading scorers' stats were.
Like full on PRA?
Their best player, points, rebounds, assists. All I want.
Well, you said leading scorers,
No, I want their
so
best player. Sorry.
best player?
Whoa, okay.
Yeah, that gives it away.
Players, then. Their leading scores the best.
Yeah.
That gives it away. Give me 16-12.
What position is this guy?
He's obviously a point guard.
16 points and 12 assists. Wait, hold on.
All right,
so
now
then,
can I get player B stats?
Yeah, he's
this is
20.
so
He's
gross.
26 and 9.
Wait, say
Oh.
this.
26
Gunner?
and 9.
26 and 9.
Justin,
Oh,
is it
wait.
is it
Wait,
who we were talking about prior?
Hold on.
What do you mean? Is it who we were talking about
Oh.
prior?
16 and 12. What did Hallie average?
Fuck if I know.
Not
I think
that.
Jules
He's 18 and 10.
Why do I feel
Hallie's
like
18 and
here's
10.
my thing? Why do I feel like this is a Spurs versus Celtics one?
No. Rondo
Yeah.
could never average 16 points in his
Hey,
dream.
you might be onto something.
All right,
You're-
fine. To look like
what?
an idiot, Gunner, is this a Celtics team?
Fuck no.
Exactly.
16 and 12, but their leading score is giving you 26. That's interesting.
Wait a second.
26 and 9.
26 and 9 rebounds or 9 assists?
You said 16. Wait, you said 16. You said 16-9.
16 and 12.
No.
So their point guard is giving you 16 and 12. He said that's their best player, but their leading scorer is giving you 26 and 9.
You said 62 and 20.
Yeah.
I'm not even thinking about.
Oh, we clear this team.
Oh, do you now?
We clear.
I'm not even trying to think about the record. I'm just trying to think about the players and put them all together.
Clear.
Who is this team?
Clear. No. You guys can figure it out.
This is a great one, Jules.
You said it was 20. You said 26 and 9, right?
Yep.
The leading score. Yeah, clear.
I mean,
this series never happened.
If you guys want accolades, I can give you accolades.
Retro. Part of me right now thinks that this might be a Lob City Chris Paul team.
That would be crazy if that's what it was.
Damn.
But I mean, 16 and 12.
16 and 12 with Blake averaging 26 and 9 doesn't sound off.
26 and 9. Yeah.
Hey, Jules, what have I been saying for the past 2 minutes to them?
Finals exits.
No hablo inglés.
No habla inglés? Okay.
Gunner, what have you been saying? I've just been watching Jules crash out.
I said accolades.
He clears.
Think about it.
The team A clears team B.
Let me ask you a question. With the guard and the guy giving you 26 and 9, are either of these guys like certified Hall of Fame level players?
Oh yeah.
Okay, what accolades are you going to give us about their best player?
Okay.
Well, hold on, Justin, real quick. He said both are Hall of Famers.
I don't care. This dude just said I'll give you all NBAs. Like I give a shit or know anything about who has record all NBAs.
I can give you
Have either
Gunner, unless you give me an MVP for a championship, I'm not going to give a shit.
He said one of them's won an MVP. Have both of them won an MVP?
No.
Okay, so one of them is 1-1. All right. Interesting. So they do have an MVP. I assume it's probably the 26 and 9 guy. I feel like it's going to be hard winning an MVP at 16 and 12. I don't know. Unless the
I'm not going to give you
okay, did the guard or the forward get the MVP?
I'm not giving you that.
Why? You said we can ask any question as long as you're not telling us who it is.
Is it the guard that won MVP?
Yes.
Is it Steve Nash, Justin?
Fuck if I know. I don't know player stats off. You guys think that I know stats like that. I don't.
No. I think it might be Steve Nash.
Steve Nash and Amari Stoudemire?
Yeah, because Amari Stoudemire could give you 26
and 9. If it is, the Suns
9.
just clear the Spurs in general, so it doesn't matter.
There's no way Nash hasn't had a 16 and 12 season at some point in his career.
Are you guys ready to take a guess?
Hold on, wait. I think I'm almost certain this is Steve Nash. I'm almost certain. And Amari Stoudemire. Okay, hold on. Does this point guard have multiple MVPs?
Yes.
It's Steve Nash. Justin, it's Steve Nash. This is a Steve Nash and Amari Stoudemire team. I don't know which year, but I know it's Steve Nash and Amari Stoudemire.
Hey, Jules, what teams are these?
I want to hear Justin guess.
Oh, Justin's going to take a guess. All right.
The 08-09 Phoenix Suns.
All right, what about Team B? Or Team A, I mean.
San Antonio Spurs team?
All right.
I mirror that, yeah.
Jules?
The 2013 San Antonio Spurs clear the 05 Suns. It's not even funny.
I knew it was the Suns. I knew
it's
it.
Not even funny.
Hold on. All right.
Dude, I'm so happy.
Gunner, can you do me a favor? Can you put both of those teams into Chat GPT and see what it says?
I'll do it while
Actually, hold on, just tell me the years. I'll put it in right now.
It was the 2013.
Who would win in a 7-game series between the...
Gunner, if you have a third one, we're not going to have time for it because we're approaching
2013 Spurs.
Oh, okay.
So the 2013 Spurs and what
the
Suns?
05 Suns.
2005 Suns. Let's see what ChatGPT has to say.
I mean, this one...
Currently, it's breaking down the logic right now.
I mean, this next one was just going to be 2 championship teams from, so it would be faster. But we don't have to.
Here is the final verdict according to ChatGPT. This team, it says, has better defense, more lineup versatility, and superior playoff adjustments. They say Spurs in 6. That's it. That is
6 isn't exactly a clear, but okay.
It's a clear. It's a clear.
Now, Retro, make the argument.
For the record, it says it could go 7 if Joe Johnson and Quentin Richardson got hot, and Amari Stoudemire got on a hot streak. That's what it says. So if Q Rich goes crazy, then you never know.
Justin, what's our sports factor today?
Well, nothing but dog shit happened on St. Patty's Day going back in history, so this is kind of crazy.
True. Happy St. Patrick's Day, boys. I had to say that.
Yeah, well, in the world of sports, there's nothing significant that's really happened. 1953, Bill Veeck says he sells his 80% of the St. Louis Browns for $2.475 million.
Sick.
Does anybody know what sport the St. Louis Browns played?
Foosball.
No. They played baseball.
I was about to say, that sounds like it'd be baseball.
I was going to say either that or
Speaking of, the U.S. is down to their final strike right now.
Yeah, give me F1.
But with that, guys, that was We Don't Know Ball. Thank you, Gunnar, for coming up and doing those games with us and talking basketball this week. Again, follow us on our TikTok on We Don't Know Ball, posting clips every week about our discussions and stuff like that. Follow us on our individual platforms, Retro, Justin, myself, and Gunnar. This was Jules. We'll see you guys next week. See ya.
GG's.